Have you tried to partner with CPAs, enrolled agents, attorneys before and ended up just feeling like you were spinning your wheels, and after 18 to 24 months you had pretty much nothing to show for it, maybe even nothing at all apart from buying them some donuts and maybe lunch once or twice? Obviously that's incredibly frustrating. Or maybe even what's more frustrating is spending months working with a new potential prospect and you get to like the 10-yard line and you think, I've done great work for this client, and then all of a sudden they say, oh, let me just run this by my CPA, who ends up killing the whole deal. How frustrating is that? And if you're sitting there right now saying, yes, I've had that experience, I share your frustration, then this video is for you. We've seen a lot of comments recently on our YouTube videos, on our ads, saying, you know what, the idea of partnering with centers of influence sounds great in theory, but in practice, it doesn't work. I've been in the business for 15 years, 25 years. It doesn't work. My question to you is, were you approaching those centers of influence talking about the third-party referral model, or were you approaching them talking about the team-based model? And you might be sitting there thinking, well, what's the difference between the two? Great question. Let me spend a couple minutes talking about the difference between the third-party referral model and the team-based model. I will start by saying this. The third-party referral model is pretty much what all of us were taught. I myself started in 2001, 2002 at Smith Barney. Fun fact, oldest CPA Alliance training program out of any of the wirehouses. And what was I taught? I was taught, hey, accountants and attorneys, great centers of influence. They have the trust of the client. You go out, try to form a relationship with that accountant, explain that they have clients that you could help with investment planning, retirement planning, life insurance planning, whatever it might be, and you get to close lots of business. Yay! That doesn't work. Why not? Have you ever put yourself in the accountant's shoes? So let me explain what that actually looks and feels like from an accountant's perspective. The average accountant has hundreds of clients. All of those clients have their own unique goals, dreams, concerns. Who do they bring those to? Statistically, they bring them to the accountant. Why? Because they are the most trusted professional. So now the accountant has hundreds of clients, all emailing and calling with questions and needs and concerns. What do they try to do? They try to go out into the marketplace and form relationships that can answer the questions for their clients. What does it actually look like in practicality? They end up having dozens of other professional relationships they're juggling. They've got like the accountants, the clients over here, they've got the professionals over here, and they're just trying to not drop the ball. That's not a very attractive business model. Who are all of these different professionals? You might be thinking, well, we've got wealth managers, we've got insurance agents. Yes, those are two of the roles that clients might need. But what about when it comes to things like succession planning, business valuations, tax credits, qualified plans, non-qualified plans, estate planning needs, cost segregation, and we could go on and on. Charitable planning. You know, the reality is any accountant that wants to be doing any level of advanced planning has to have other professionals that they're referring their clients out to, or they're just telling their clients, sorry, can't help with that. Even if the accountant tries to go out and get insurance license and securities license themselves, there's still dozens of things that are outside of their wheelhouse. So let's compare that to what we call the team-based model. What does this initially look like? If you said a family office, you would be correct. What is a family office? Very quickly, it was initially established primarily by the Rockefellers, and the idea was, rather than going out and having to form relationships with all of these different professionals that are not communicating, what if we hired everybody in-house? And now our CPA, our attorneys, our wealth managers, our insurance agents, and all of the other professionals are actually working together, holistically, proactively, synergistically. What an idea. Now, fast forward a number of years, it was primarily done only for extremely wealthy families, but you introduce technology, all of a sudden you have virtual family offices or multidisciplinary firms that come up. And here's the basic concept that we took and then applied to the accountant-client relationship. So let's say we have the same accountant with the same clients, hundreds of clients. Now, as a little kind of behind-the-scenes secret, after 12 to 24 months of working with accountants, we've showed them how to reduce their client base by 50% or more while still increasing their revenue, because with each of those clients they keep, they end up going deeper. The deeper you go, the more problems you solve, the more revenue you generate. So we have the accountant, we have the clients. The clients are still going to the accountant as the go-to professional. What's the accountant doing? You notice there's not dozens of different relationships up here anymore. There's one that they are integrated with. And we refer to this as a team-based model advisor. Who should play this role as a team-based model advisor? Why not you as a wealth manager or an insurance agent? Obviously, you're not qualified to do all of the different planning that the CPA needs and the clients needs. However, nobody is. No one person is qualified to do all of this work. Maybe if you're playing in like junior high school or high school ball, you're going to play baseball, football, and soccer. But as soon as you get to the professional level, how many people are actually professionals in multiple sports? None. Very few, if any at all. So what do? You now bring to the accountant, your unique value proposition to the accountant is not that I'm going to sell you the best proprietary annuity, or I'm going to be the best wealth manager, I'm going to charge the lowest fees. Nothing like that. What's your unique value proposition? I represent a team of advanced planning specialists, and between my area of expertise and my team of professionals, we can support any need that you have as a result of the requests coming from your clients. So in other words, the client leans on their go-to professional, the accountant leans on you as their go-to professional, and you now have a team that supports you. So let's go back to the question. If you were an accountant or an attorney, which looks like a more attractive business model? Juggling dozens of relationships and hundreds of clients, or juggling less clients while increasing your revenue and leveraging one core relationship that represents a team of advanced planning specialists. Pretty cool, right? If you like that concept, give this video a thumbs up. Now, let's take this one step further. Wealth manager, insurance agent, interested in avoiding the years of work that it takes to go out and establish all of these different relationships with true national and international specialists? Click the link below to see a free 20-minute video on how we might be able to help you avoid that pain.